Think you know everything? The land of skyscrapers? And burgers? And Hollywood movies? Hold on tight. Cities cheaper than a phone. Pizzas the size of a car. Weddings with trees. 5 shocking facts. Let's go. Hey, imagine this. You open a listing site, and there's a whole town for sale, cheaper than a used smartphone. Sounds like a prank, doesn't it? Well, in America, it's real. Let's dive in. Out in Utah, there's a place called Cisco, a real ghost town straight out of westerns. Dusty streets, crooked houses, old signs creaking in the wind. Once, this place was buzzing, coal mines, trains roaring through. Now, it's up for grabs for $250,000. That's like a studio apartment in the suburbs. But hold up, there's more. Then there's Detroit, the old car capital. They were giving houses away for $1. Yeah, you heard that right, $1. The city tanked after the crisis, and they wanted to bring it back to life. But here's the catch. Buy a house and you're stuck with millions in repairs. Rotten floors, crumbling walls, and taxes so high you'd want to bolt. One guy took the plunge, snagged a house for $1, thinking, American dream, here I come. Nope. A year later, he sold it all and split. Taxes and renovations ate his savings alive. America's wild, right? So, what do you think? Would you risk buying a ghost town or a dollar house? Drop it in the comments, I'm dying to know. Hey, how about a pizza you could flop onto like a mattress? Think I'm kidding? In America, they've got and it's straight up wild. Let's roll. Down in Texas, there's Big Lou's Pizzeria, cranking out pizzas the size of a person, 1.5 meters across, 30 kilos of cheese, pepperoni, and dough. They roll these out for weddings, parties, even corporate gigs. Picture this. The table's groaning and you and your buddies are just staring like, where do we even start? But wait, there's more. Guess how much pizza Americans scarf down daily? 100 acres. That's like 80 football fields buried under pepperoni, mozzarella, and anchovies. They go nuts during the Super Bowl. Pizzerias are slammed, and delivery guys sprint like Olympians. They go nuts during the Super Bowl. Pizzerias are slammed, and delivery guys sprint like Olympians. One blogger thought he'd flex, rounded up his crew, ordered a monster pizza, and tried to finish it in an hour. Sounds like a plan, right? Nah. 20 minutes in, they were sprawled out, clutching their stomachs, while the pizza still looked like a couch. America, what are you doing? So, here's the question. Would you tackle a pizza like that? Or just stick to a slice? Drop it in the comments, I'm legit curious. Hey, hold on to your chair, 'cause this is gonna get weird. In America, you can marry a tree. Or a statue. Maybe even a toaster? Seriously, is the statue gonna nag about who's washing dishes? Let's figure this out. There's a real story. A woman in New Mexico threw a ceremony and married the Eiffel Tower. Yup, that Eiffel Tower in Paris. She called it the love of her life. Sounds like a rom-com script, but it was dead serious, ring, vows, the whole deal. But here's the kicker. In the US, these marriages aren't really marriages. They're just ceremonies, a wild way to express yourself. Some dude married his truck, another tied the knot with a bridge, and one guy even picked his laptop. Says it never let him down, unlike people. Picture this, you're taking your wife's statue to a cafe, ordering her a coffee, and she just sits there. Perfect couple, no arguments. Or just plain bizarre. America, you good? So, here's my question. If you were throwing a wedding like this, what did you pick? A tree, a car, or maybe your phone? Drop your wildest ideas in the comments. I'm all ears. Hey, ready for something massive? Texas is so huge, it could swallow France like a snack and still have room for a barbecue. Don't believe me? Buckle up for the facts. Texas clocks in at nearly 700,000 square kilometers, 695,662, to be exact. France? A measly 643,801. It's like comparing a monster truck to a compact car. Texas is just a beast. Lay it over Europe, and it'd smother France and clip a chunk of Germany. Sorry, Paris, howdy, cowboys. Texans basically think their state's a whole country. And with this kind of size, I kinda get it. They brag you could fit 268 cities the size of Paris inside Texas. Imagine 268 Eiffel Towers, and there's still space for a grill. Plus, the roads here are so long, you could drive all day and not see the end. One European rolled into Texas, rented a car, and floored it for 5 hours. Guess what? He was still in Texas, tank empty and jaw dropped. That's the scale we're talking. America? You for real? So, hit me with it. How many countries do you think could fit in Texas? Or maybe Texas just fits in your heart? Drop it in the comments, I'm dying to know. Hey, ready to get goosebumps? In Colorado, there's a bridge that makes even truckers with millions of miles break out in a cold sweat. Meet Royal Gorge. It's downright terrifying. Let's roll. Imagine, you're driving and below you, 321 meters of pure void. That's like a 100-story skyscraper, but no walls, no elevator. This bridge looms over the Arkansas River, so high clouds sometimes drift beneath it. One slip, and it's game over, abyss. It's narrow as a sidewalk and sways in the wind like it wants you gone. Drivers say they clutch the wheel till their fingers crack. Some even shut their eyes just to reach the other side. And guess what? It's a tourist magnet. People come to test their guts. One trucker swore he prayed the whole way, while his buddy filmed to prove they made it. Tourists? They walk it, screaming from fear and excitement. America, what's your deal? So, tell me, would you drive this beast? Or walk it, knees wobbling? Hit the comments, I'm super curious. What a ride that was! $1 towns, giant pizzas, and weddings with trees? Or Texas, bigger than France? Or maybe the bridges? Which fact blew your mind? Drop it in the comments. What's next? Hit that subscribe